What's up, guys? My name is GagexScapegoat. The reason why I'm saying this is because this video is also going to be going up on MegaCapitalG's channel, so thank you very much, Capital G. I appreciate it. So this is my Jowgen the Spiritualist field control deck. This deck is really solid against the top tier decks. With Evil Swarm, for example, they're going to lose their Infestation Pandemic, and that's their basic first turn move, is getting Ophion, setting the Pandemic, and setting their back row, and just going. With Prophecy, that should go without saying. They lose their spell cards, they lose the duel. It's pretty simple. And with E-Dragons, they lose their ability to special summon because of Jowgen, and then they're going to lose their staples and their 7-star sword, or whatever it's called. So overall, this deck is really good against the top tier decks. Really, there's nothing that gives your deck a problem. So if you play the deck right, it can take it in anything, and I do literally mean everything. So with that being said, let's get into it. Hope you guys enjoy. If you want to subscribe to me, hopefully there will be a link in the description. So let's get into it. First, you got 3 Jowgen the Spiritualist. Jowgen the Spiritualist is one of the main cards of the deck. As long as this card makes space on the field, no monster can be special summoned. And you can discard a random card from your hand to the graveyard, destroy all special summon monsters on the field. Your opponent has a Drago sack with 2 counters, discard twice, you're golden. And odds are you're going to win the game now. You got 3 Breaker and 3 Crusader. These two work together as a combo. Keep in mind, Crusader is a Gemini monster, so you're going to have to summon him twice, but that's no big deal. This deck inherently plays slow, but you're able to, I guess, change the pace of the duel. You're able to make the entire duel go slower instead of trying to keep up with your opponent, if that makes sense. So Crusader gets the counters, Breaker takes the counters, removes the counters, and MSTs. That's why this deck doesn't play MST. It doesn't play heavy because you play a ton of back row and you have a field spell. So really. Then the Malefic Engine, for lack of a better word, is 2 Stardust and 2 Cyberend. It's just really good if you want to play like more of a beatdown game. You got 2 Thunder King and 2 Veiler. I feel like Veiler is really good. I've actually been known to save zone my Veiler just because that way they won't be able to play their spell cards. And Thunder King is really good. It stops people from adding cards to their hand. It's just a good 19 beater, so it's able to stop special summon, so why not? So then onto the spells, you play 3 Secret Village, 1 Terraforming, just to get your Secret Villages, 2 Duality, Dark Hole, Reborn. So it's all staple stuff. Clearly, like I said, you don't play heavy. You have too much back row, and you play a freaking field spell. I feel that in most decks you shouldn't play heavy, but with a field spell, but whatever. So then onto the traps, play 1 God Says No, 3 Save Zone. Save Zone's amazing. You put this on any spellcaster while you have Secret Village on the board, and you pretty much win. You know, not a whole lot of people are playing Veilers, and not a whole lot of people are playing spellcaster-based decks. And if your opponent is playing a spellcaster-based deck, then you can just win the beatdown game with Stardust and Cyberend. So this deck's able to kind of combat with whatever deck they're playing against. So then you got 2 Skill Drains. Skill Drain's like a good in case of emergency card, so it's alright. You got 2 Bottomless, 2 Phoenix Chain, 2 Compulse, I love Compulse, 2 Mirror Force, and 2 Torii. So this deck is more of a back row heavy kind of deck, and then whenever you're ready to make your move, play Secret Village, and then play your Spellcaster. Then onto the side deck, you play 2 Kaiku. Kaiku is basically your anti-meta card of the format, basically. You got 2 Droll and Lockbird, 2 Maxi, 2 Deck Lockdown, 2 Mind Crush, the 3rd Skill Drain, 2 Anti-Spell Fragrance, and 2 Imperial Iron Wall. Imperial Iron Wall is pretty much the MVP of the side deck. None of the extra deck. The extra deck's kind of funny, but believe me, it all works. You got 2 of each, the 2 Stardust and Cyberend. You got 1 Abyss Dweller, Cowboy, Shockmaster, Daigusto Emerald. Why do I keep saying Diamond Direwolf? 1 Pappy, 1 Black Ship, 1 Maestroke, 1 Utopia, and then the 1 Gemini Pearl just because it beats over stuff like Ophion. Then onto the Synchros, you play 2 Synchros just because you have the Veilers, so why not? Play Synchros. Besides, I've gotten into both these guys before, it's pretty cool. Yeah, 1 Catastor, and then you have 1 Celestial Dragon. Celestial Dragon is friggin' broken. If your opponent isn't able to get rid of Celestial Dragon, you are in a very good position. Celestial Dragon says, must be Synchro Summon and cannot be special summoned by other ways. This card's Synchro Summon cannot be negated. When Synchro Summon, the cards and effects cannot be activated. If this card attacks, this card is unaffected by other cards' effects until the end of the damage step. So if you have a Cyberend and then a Veiler on the board, you can just Synchro Summon into Celestial Dragon, and that's going to be really difficult for your opponent to get over. So, yep, that is my Jowgen field control deck. I really hope you guys enjoyed, and if you want to show support, be sure to click the like button below. Subscribe to me if you want, and until next video, peace.